Hey guys, it's me. Shut up, Tyler. But guess what, guys? Today we're talking about some of my favorite games of 2022. First, starting off is the Booster Course Pass for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Been a lot of fun getting all these new tracks in, especially my stage, Waluigi Pinball. Pokemon Legends Arceus is still a great innovation for the series. And Super Metroid, I know this one's a little older of a peg, but I mean, this is still like a genre-defining game that you should at least try once in your life. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, here is my top 10 favorite games of 2022. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass.
Ooh, Fall Guys. When this came on the Switch, me and my buddies liked playing it a lot for a couple weeks when it came out, though. Basically, you and 59 other players are coming in and you're just kind of like jumping through obstacles, kind of like a wipeout course, if you will. But man, no, this was a lot of fun to play. I love how goofy and colorful it is. Definitely, I would love playing this if I was a kid when it came out. Yeah, no, I just think it's that. I don't really play much of it after that, though. But the time we had with it was pretty fun. And, you know, I think that's kind of, you know, the most important part about this. So, that being said, yeah, that's kind of it. Go try it out. It's free. It's on Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, everything. So, yeah, go give it a shot if you're interested. But, yeah, until then.
Bold and brash. More like belongs in the trash.
Ooh, this is a good one, Chicory. So basically, imagine if Legend of Zelda meets Splatoon. I know, that sounds pretty great, but yeah, no, this is a pretty fun little indie game. Basically, it's just like a little puzzle game that you're kind of going through. But you also, like, maybe see, like, the gray parts back there. You can kind of color it in, though, too, so it's like a coloring book. So that's pretty nice, though. It's pretty fun. I like playing this. It was a fun little indie game I did with this thing I like doing now called the Indie-thon, where we basically just play a bunch of like indie games. And this one's a really good one. I didn't think much of it at first, but it ended up surprising me with how detailed and colorful it was. I know cliche as that sounds, but yeah, no, this is a pretty fun one. My only thing I can really think of is that just trying to 100%, you need to cover in every single great card. But if you don't do that, that's pretty fine too. I mean, there's nothing completed, but yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, they also have Lyman in this, so you know that's a good one, though. This year, I did something called the 10 for 10 challenge, where basically 10 of my friends gave me a game each, and then we would just kind of just play it out and see what happens. This is the first game that I'm going to be including from the top 10, being Parappa the Rapper. Basically, this game pretty much defined the modern rhythm game genre, and while it definitely ages, especially with some button inputs, I do think that this is still a pretty good game, though, and it has a lot of charm with it. Like, there's a part of the game where you have a rap battle with everybody, so you're trying to take a dump, and then if you lose, then you get, like, a giant rocket explode, and just so many great memeable songs and characters, too. I know, I was not expecting an anime game to be on this list either, but man, I just really like Fire Emblem Three Houses, man. I lost a bet with my buddy Brennan a little bit last year, so I ended up playing this. And I'm not gonna lie, despite this only having actually technically 5 different storylines going through, I only did one, that was the Golden Deer. Yeah, no, this is a lot of fun. So basically, Fire Emblem is just a tactics game where you control an army and you go fight battles and stuff like that too. But what I really like about this one, as opposed to other Fire Emblems, is how streamlined and focused the other stuff is too. And it really makes you like sit down and learn a lot of the characters. And I really like the cast too that they brought in for this. And oh my goodness, the themes that they brought in for like the battle tracks. I think you probably may have heard of this one, but if you haven't, hear this one. Now this is where it starts to get really good. Mega Man X5. Oh my goodness. I love this game, and I've been playing it a lot pretty much ever since I started this. Mega Man X5 is, of course, the fifth entry in the Mega Man X game, which is pretty much a jump and shoot platformer where you have two characters, X and the character Zero, which basically you can play as both of them throughout the whole main game. But I don't know what they did, but they turned everything up though. Like the graphics on this game, I know are pixelated, but man, this sprite work looks awesome. The soundtrack, oh my goodness, the soundtrack is one of my favorites in the Mega Man entirety. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Gameplay is just electrifying. It is, ooh, the power-ups. Oh, look at this, look at that, Bubby, look at that. Oh my gosh, and you can just get that so easily. You can just blast through all these fun little stages, and you can just go at it all and on and on. Oh my goodness, I can't even, I'm breaking character for this one, man. You gotta go play Mega Man X5. That one is a banger.
Meme. Approved.
Okay, you know what I just said about Mega Man X5? Yeah, you could just say the same thing for Sonic 3 Knuckles and then some. Holy moly, let me tell you about this game. First off, this is kind of where the story really started to be intricate to Sonic games and added a little bit more to this though. But I think what really does best though is that it takes all three of the previous games, Sonic 1, 2, and CD for this game, and then just makes everything so much better. Seriously, all the things that they add to this, you know, like all the fun little mini games, you know, the final boss where you get Hypersonic, man, they really got to bring that guy back though. It's actually pretty cool, and especially with the Origins collections, is that you get like these animated cutscenes. So yeah, this is like the best way to play Sonic 3 Knuckles. If you're a Sonic fan, please go play this.
Emotional damage.
Alright, I'm gonna be real with you guys. This game is not for everybody. If you have emotional problems or anything like that, or like trauma or any like suicidal thoughts, please do not play this game. But if you feel like you can handle this is honestly one of the most realistic games I have ever played. It's very, very open about talking about psychological problems and being able to do a lot though too, with a pretty fun and memorable story and with multiple pathways too, kind of like with Fire Emblem Three Houses. This game is a lot of fun, but I also recognize not everybody should play this. But with that being said, this is also like one of the most detailed game that is like full of substance I have seen, especially like from an indie game. It feels like this is a good AAA game that has been brought over to modern standards. This is also a pretty good one too, and one of the best ones. It was a very good top contender, but I'm not going to go too deep into the story. Look into that to yourself. You do decide to play it. It's a lot of fun. I think you will enjoy it.
Legend of Zelda.
This was the best of the 10 for 10 challenge, being Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Man, this was a lot of fun. I just sunk so much time into this. I sunk over 46 hours into this, I believe. But yeah, no, I absolutely enjoyed every single aspect of it, though. It's like Breath of the Wild, but if they took a lot more focus on the combat instead of the exploration. And I like that. You get everybody from the main game of Breath of the Wild, that's where it kind of takes from. Everything like that, that's where it's going to be a lot more streamlined and from the original Hyrule Warriors, which I liked, and overall it just made this a very great experience for it though, especially with how fluid the combat is. Like this is something like I would recommend as a good like starting point for Koei Tecmo games like Dynasty Warriors. So if you are interested, please go check it out. It's an amazing game.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Hey, I just talked about this game. Everything I just said in my review still holds up the same. Although there's one thing I didn't want to talk about, which was the characters. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is like one of my favorite casts of characters, like at least with your main rivals from this though, but yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Anyways, on to number 1. Yeah, you already know what it is. Splatoon 3, baby. Okay, everything just made it better. Just more content's been dropped, especially like Big Run. Oh, and I didn't even talk about the soundtrack. You gotta listen to this part right here. That's not even talking about the best part, the finale! When we get to go and gain this giant battle of space, and we get to team up with DJ Octavio and everybody else from the game, and we get to finish. What the fuck? A space kaiju battle. Who thought that was gonna happen? Dude! Anyways, Thank you all for watching. Happy Luigi Day for those celebrating. I will see you all for the next one. I got one last video for you guys. Stay tuned. Until then, bye-bye.